Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Anyway Moving Forward, where we talk about life, self-love, self-work, and anything that can help you move forward in life. So, in this episode, grabe na talaga. Dinayo tayo ng tao, ng beautiful person na
Yes.
to. He's all the way from Cebu. And
Yes.
I'm so honored to hear about her insights. And I know it's a very relevant topic for everyone. So without further ado, let us all welcome Shai.
Hello!
Welcome to the show!
I'm so excited to be here. It's my first time to be at this space, and actually the second time now we met.
Yeah.
Because the last time was in Bali. We had like a retreat with Mikaya Talents, and it was the first time I met you. And I remember the first thing I said was about my love life. Diba, remember I told you about it?
Yes. Which brings us to the topic.
Okay, wait first. Hi, I'm Shai, by the way, sorry. Hindi na segue, but I'm Shai. But I'm not shy in real life. You will see I yapper in the next few 30 minutes. I'm Shai. I am an editor, a creative.
And a lover.
A lover girl na lang. Pwede din. Sige.
And ayun na nga, I met Shai nga in Bali and I didn't know na she was Bisaya.
That was the first time. Bisaya sa ka. So, instant connection when it's like, when you know someone is Bisaya, it's like,
yes. Lahi ra jud ang connection mo. So, really excited because today our topic is about no.
And it's the first time that I'm talking about it, like, publicly ever.
Ready ka na?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Wala ka choice.
Our topic is about healing after heartbreaks. Oy, madaming nakaka-relate dyan. And I'm super excited to learn about Shai, about her experience, about her wisdom on what she has learned.
Sa ba?
So, first of all, what is your take about relationships, about love?
From what I've experienced, fun fact, I'm actually a late bloomer. So, I just started talking to guys, or like I started dating recently lang at 27 years old. So last year. But here and there, like before, I just like talk to people, but it's just like when I was 27 or last year, I really just felt like, I think it's time for me to open up more and actually like pursue something or like see or meet people na alike me, and then just like see it from there. Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. Yes, we still exist. Because I feel like sometimes, okay, I experienced kasi talking with someone, this was like early 20s, tapos, when I tell them na, I've never had a serious relationship pala, they always are shocked.
Yeah.
Na, ikaw, like, you've never had, like, a boyfriend. Tapos, for me, it became a thing na parang, I'm just not gonna tell people na lang na I've never had a relationship.
Yeah,
Kasi,
because it's so rare, yeah.
sometimes, I feel like I'm shamed.
Yeah,
Na parang, you never had a relationship, like, never had a boyfriend, like, how? At that age?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So, I feel like it's a good avenue for me with this episode to share and like tell people na yes, we still exist.
Yes, I love.
Na people na late bloomers can still experience love, even if I also accepted the fact that I probably wouldn't experience na puppy love and how is it or how it is to kind of like have that innocent like puppy love, right? Na
Yeah.
kanang if high school ka, tapos
But I
like,
guess this is like the puppy love for you na because you're, di ba, you've just started out. Di ba,
yeah,
your
but-
own version, yeah.
but it's a different kind, I feel.
Correct,
Because, like,
correct.
there's, like, a level of adult na. Like, adult level and, like, maturity also, like, where your boundaries are and stuff, like, learning about that.
Correct.
But the question was, what is my take, right? As a late bloomer, I feel like the experiences that I went through the past year as a late bloomer, I feel like love or, like, partnership, relationship should be just a +1.
Correct.
Because, as cliche as it sounds, you always come first good. Sometimes, no, I get sick of it. Like, you always come first, like, self-love, blah, blah, blah. But, guys, it's actually true. Like, you actually have to fill yourself up with hobbies and what you like and figure out what you really like. And then you can kind of, like, reflect it to others. Like, resonate it with others.
Correct. I agree.
Like partnership and relationships ba?
Yeah.
Because I like people too easily. Like not fall in love, but it's just when I talk to guys and then I like them or like, you know, I'm attracted to them or like we start talking, like talking stage. Wait, this is a segue also. Kasi my friends tell me na ako daw yung queen of talking stages. Kasi,
Because that's your ano naman eh. That's what you're comfortable with, like, 'di ba?
yeah, like I'm the master of talking stages, but I'm never pursued. Like it doesn't go to the point na it's a relationship.
Or maybe because you haven't really just learned the skill yet, as you've mentioned, 'di ba?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
Diba?
it. That's
So,
also.
Parang it's new, like, we're gonna go to the next level. Nasanay naman ako na it's just talking, 'di ba?
So, like,
friends, yeah.
I had to unlearn. I mean, I'm still unlearning a lot of things. Kasi nga, I'm a late bloomer. It's my first time getting into this kind of like phase of my life na parang exploring like, a boyfriend or like something like, how do
So,
you...
I'm curious to know, like, why did it take for you a long time before ka nag-uya-puya, nag-date or whatever? Yeah.
Okay. The history of that is like, I studied in an all-girls school. And then, that all-girls school, until college yon. So, it's either, yung mga lalaki sa college namin, it was just like maybe 10 or less than even.
Okay, oo.
Tapos, yung, for example, 10 sila. Yung apat, bading, like, yung apat, like,
So,
you
mga-
know, like, mga besties ko, mga
Yeah,
ganon. Tapos, the other three probably are like man-child or like something like parang,
yeah,
like,
get
I
it.
can, it's like, it wasn't a sea, it was like a aquarium.
Nothing
So
was
like
there.
mga isda, I
yeah.
don't know, yeah. So I feel like that, and
Yeah.
I think it was also because I'm the type kasi na I'm super career driven. I feel like I was so focused on like work. And I was so focused on building really like work and my career.
So that's why.
That's also why. Because my parents also are like the traditional type. But they're not the type na, di ko pwede mag-boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. It's just like traditional type lang na parang, I don't know. Now they're looking na, so where's your boyfriend? Ngayon lang
Since
sila.
we're on our way to our 30s, diba?
Oo nga.
Parang,
Kasi,
where's my apo? Oo.
So it's really like navigating my late 20s as a late bloomer in relationships. And then like, tapos 'di ba parang nag-meet yung pressure. I haven't had a boyfriend and then I'm turning like 30. So it's like
Yeah.
daghan kaayo ba nga marag wala pa ka kauyab. But
Yeah,
karon
yeah.
30 na ka so 'di ba?
Yeah.
I have this like high school group of friends. 14 kami. Maybe like almost half or more. Basta, parang 5 sa kanila engaged already.
Yeah.
Tapos yung dalawa long term.
Yeah.
Like for
so
10
the
years.
pressure is there. Yeah.
Truly.
So with the topic na healing after heartbreak, was it the first time that you've experienced in a relationship context or, romantic relation? Was it the first time that you've experienced heartbreak last year, or were there other heartbreaks that you've experienced prior?
Like if love good.
Yeah, like romantic, like being involved with someone.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I think it was last year. You know how sometimes some relationships, even if they're short-lived, it hurts you the most.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, even if it's just like, okay, it's diba, the dating scene nowadays, it's like you get to know each other, like blah blah blah. But that heartbreak really like shook at my
My soul.
That one really like hurt me the most, even if the timeline was just like months lang.
Yeah, but I guess because nga, it's the first time that you've actually really felt it.
Yeah, because
that
it was the
investment towards
yeah,
it.
it was also the first time na parang I really felt like this could be serious because it was a series of like dates na parang it was properly planned, like the guy was really pursuing me and he actually came up to me, asked for my number if I had a boyfriend, and then it was like all that.
Yeah.
And then it was my first time experiencing also na parang it was like proper dates, and then we talk constantly.
Yeah.
And
You
everything.
really felt like you were valued, you were seen.
I was seen
Like who?
because I was
Like,
talking I was talking about it to you, right?
Like who wouldn't want that? Like, and they've invested time on you, so you'd also assume
that
like,
one.
okay, this must be something because you're investing your energy and time, and Yeah, it could be a probability.
Yeah. When I talked to him at that time, I really felt like he really listened, and our conversations at that time were also like super rich. Like it wasn't surface level.
Yes.
He was smart. Parang magka-level kami when it comes to like conversations and like the topics that we kind of had like similarities, even if we weren't in the same industry like career-wise.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. The connection is nice. So, with the heartbreak, because that's the topic, we're not gonna go into details, pero like, how was it for you? Because I know that you mentioned that you were a late bloomer. Of course, this is like popping the cherry of like the late bloomer. But then like, how was it like? And how were you able to move forward from that?
I remember the night. I remember the night when it was over, when he told me na parang I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I kind of saw it coming because the last time we saw each other, I kind of like felt the energy. And diba, you mentioned how people just mirror other people. And it took me a while to process it. And the one thing that also helped was really a good support system. Because my friends are really the bestest support system to ever have, especially when dealing with heartbreaks.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was like the night when he called me, blah, blah, blah. I called my friends, like, this is what happened and everything. And all of them showed up. Like, I really felt the level of like, okay, so you're going through this. We will drive you. I remember it was, we will drive you to this like Bone Nonne in Cebu. We will drive you to this like chicken shop. And we will drink soju and chicken and just talk about it. They let me cry, everything.
Wow.
And like they let me explain it again and
so
again and again
good.
and again. That made it easier. With whatever happened with that relationship, I was really reminded of how I was as a friend. Or how I was as a person na, oh, they showed up for me, so I must be good.
That's
or like,
so good. And that was the gift of that situation.
yeah, because I felt their presence. So it's like, I must be a good person still. Like, there must be a thing for me that probably another person would appreciate. And probably at that time, he wasn't at that level to accept it. I knew that, diba? I was aware with it, but it's just like navigating heartbreak. At 27 years old, my first thought was, damn, imagine if I was 16
And that happened.
and this happened, and I didn't have the capacity, the resources. What I thought was, grabe ha, like, imagine my 17-year-old self or like my 15-year-old self dealing with this. I can't even. Oh
so
my God.
Gusto pa kang papilab.
Di na lang ko.
You spared yourself from so many heartbreaks.
And I feel like one of the reason also why I became like a late bloomer is because, diba, I live alone. So, my place is what they call...
people go to.
We call it the crash out place. Because every time they have like a heartbreak or like they're going through something ba, they always go to my place and say na, oh, I think I need a session. I think I need a Shai session, blah, blah, blah. So they explain everything and they tell me the story. So I'm such an absorber, my good. As much as I talk a lot, I also like, like I'm such a sponge ba. Also, so all the experiences that I hear, sometimes like super heavy and sad and everything, but sometimes also like really good, I absorb them. So my outlook is reflected on those that I hear. So I think that's also the reason why I struggle dealing with relationships and finding one. Because I always think of like, oh, this was their experience, so what if? Kana gyud. That word, what if, will really bring you to trouble if you don't root yourself ba to what you really want. Because my pattern is, when I meet someone, this is my pattern, guys. Oh my God, this is super vulnerable. I'm sorry to all the to all the guys I love. My pattern is, when I meet a guy and then I'm actually attracted and I actually like them. For some reason, I always think about, I wonder when this will be over. Like, I wonder how this relationship will end.
So you already have the end in mind. So, ang nangyayari,
di ko na enjoy
you're calling it in, and yes, you're not. And that's what we talked about when we first met. Like, are you there? Are you present? Parang nauna ka na. Even
nauna na ako sa end.
Yeah, and exactly why it
But I
happened.
also have an answer to that. Kasi I was pondering, like, after that heartbreak, na when you reach to that level, it just means that maybe that person isn't really for you.
Yeah, because you're starting to question.
Because when you have confusion and when you have questions, it shouldn't be that way. Diba? Because when you question, for example, like you question and then eventually you feel small, you realize that you're losing yourself in order to like someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the moment na parang it clicked to me na, like, when I pondered, or like when I thought about it na, well, if it leaves you to confusion, maybe it's not it.
Yeah, and you don't feel safe even before going towards the relationship.
Yeah, because why would you even assume na it will end? So subconsciously, yun na siguro yung telling na it's not really working or hindi mo type.
Or
like,
probably it's just something unfamiliar and it's the first time that you've experienced it too, diba? So
Yeah.
you've always been on your own bubble, always with friends, ganun, diba?
the thing is, I'm super also hyper independent.
Yeah,
That's also the
why.
problem. I don't
Yeah.
Nakaka-relate ba yung mga middle child na hyper independent na late 20s? Tayo yun eh. Ako yun eh. Especially that I moved out. Last year was also the first year that I moved out na parang I was really independent. So it's like, okay, so since kaya ko naman mag-support ng lifestyle ko and stuff, then, I mean, I don't,
Yeah.
diba?
Yes.
Na parang, if I can take myself on a date and I can actually also like treat my friends with wine and stuff, then
Yeah.
like,
Tsaka it's bonus na lang if someone was there.
oo,
Yeah.
ganon. But sometimes, there are also moments na parang, oh, I wish I could like yap to someone na hindi friend ko. Like, parang,
Yeah.
oh, you know, this happened. Like, oh, mga ganon na cute-cute stuff. Pero
Yeah.
baka, sometimes mga 10 p.m. lang yun nag-o-on. Parang,
Pero good on you
relationship-
because nga we talked about it na your boundaries din are high.
Built.
Yeah, are built.
so now,
yeah.
so nowadays, like after that heartbreak naman, the one thing also that I've learned is, unfortunately, guys, unfortunately, girls, unfortunately, girls, you actually have to go through it
Yeah.
to be able to learn and navigate what you want. Kasi hindi enough na you just listen to the advice and like, oh, don't talk na lang, like, oh, don't reach out, like, don't text first, blah, blah, blah. What if you text first para malaman mo talaga
Yeah,
if
I agree.
re-replyan ka or hindi?
Experience it first for you to know. Yeah.
That's
and that's
the
the point. That's the point of
That's the one thing, because before I'm super scared to do it, na parang I'm super scared to experience. Kasi nga from all the situations that I've heard, it's so hard for me to experience it kasi kasi yung friend ko, she experienced this, so hindi na lang ako magaganito.
yeah, sure.
But it's actually also stopping you from finding the right person.
I love that. If there's someone who is going through, or what is your advice for that Shai? If now with everything that you know, what do you want to tell her while she was there experiencing the heartbreak?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the timeline to the last year, Shai. With the knowledge that I have now, I probably would go through it again. It's not because of the specific person, but it's just the process. I got to know myself in that angle. I got to know the lover Shai persona, or like I got to accept na, oh, this is how I actually love and like give to a potential partner. And then, I also would advise the past Shai na parang, when you said talaga that people are mirrors to like one another, it was easier to navigate that heartbreak because of when we met and you said that. I read about it, and then I found out how like sometimes when you meet a specific person in that specific era or like phase in your life, you have to ask, and then diba it didn't work or like heartbreak, you actually have to ask na at that moment, what did I need? What's the lesson? Because I probably reflected something that I wanted
Always.
always.
Yeah. And each person has their own purpose in our lives.
Yeah.
Diba? Especially if we're moving to another chapter. And we can't be the same person that we were yesterday. Who we used to be before is not gonna work to the person that we are becoming now. Especially if we're going towards something na more than who you used to be. Alam ko naman ikaw, grabe mo ka, delulu, ambisyosa, pareha ba yatanduhan, no? Pero you know, you can't bring that old Shai to this new version of you that you're choosing right now. So, very good on you when you mentioned, kasi not everybody has that strong boundary na when it happens, they will still give a chance. Pero you, isa na, na.
Actually, in short, guys, wag niyong ite-text. Do not break no contact. That's really my rule. Like, I think that's also the one thing na I learned. Na, okay, you can say everything, but as soon as you're over, be over. Which is correct. I mean, it depends on the situation Because sometimes you can do second chances. Like, maybe I haven't been in that lang. Na level yet.
Yeah.
But at this point,
which is good.
At this point, I feel like doing the no contact rule helps talaga for you to ponder. Because if you keep on going to that same pattern and yun nga, bringing your old self back to that timeline or to this timeline,
you're creating the story over and over and over again, then nothing changes.
It won't work. You have to break the pattern at some point.
I love.
And this is me breaking the pattern and actually like using this space to break the pattern and actually just like express na okay, I'm actually a lover girl.
Yeah.
And this is the one thing also that my friend told me. Sabi niya, Shai, you know what? You're so kind. You're really kind to everyone. Like, your kindness is overflowing. And I hope that despite the heartbreak, that won't stop you from being kind.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, and when I'm reminded of it, I'm really like, I really cry all the time. They know it. My friends know it. I'm such a crybaby, guys. But when I also realized that, like, how much warmth I give, it must be something that people come to me to actually pour their hearts out, like my friends and stuff. So it's probably something that's like innate in me that I give warmth. So probably at some point, a person would accept that as it is.
Yes. And that's the person. You don't have to change who you are.
Exactly.
For the person. Because if they're your person, you'll feel safe. Your body will feel safe. You can finally land and say na, this is it.
Right? I haven't like experienced that talaga.
Yeah.
But it's just like now, when I talk to a person ang dami ko ng checklist also. Nalalearn. And you won't have that standard or you won't have that boundary if you haven't experienced the lowest of the low.
Correct. That one cannot exist without the other. The yin to the yang, the duality. Kaya,
why is that?
And I'm so proud of you because you allowed yourself to experience life. And the only way to experience life is if you just really allow yourself to feel it. And if it's supposed to be yours, diba, it will really be yours. You don't have to force it. Because whatever is yours will find its way to you. As long as you also show up for it. Diba? And just let it be.
Last advice for the Pashay. I feel like this probably will resonate to all those like late bloomers. Don't be scared to actually go out there. When you meet people and like be in open spaces that you are like in avenues that you can talk to people, I feel like it's really good to talk to people and get to know them.
Learn.
And just like, okay, if you fall in love too easily or like you like people, then like people.
Agree. 100%.
Because it's so fun. It's so actually, guys, dating and talking is like so fun.
Yeah.
But it should be like, you have to remember that it should be like at the side also.
Correct.
Because like sometimes you also have to build yourself like your hobbies and actually like be interesting for yourself.
Correct. And don't lose yourself in the curiosity. Yes, you can be curious, but you also have to know what's really true for you.
Yeah, because like it's really tough when you lose yourself after liking someone. That's like a whole, it's so tiring to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. So imagine if you know yourself already, then if someone else goes or like if a person goes because like they're not for you, then
and that's
good thing because like you know yourself.
And
so
that's you because you are full yourself. And the other one is full. Hindi siya yung other half. Like, it has to be a full person for you to enjoy the relationship. Kaya congrats, girl. Galing mo, girl.
Okay na ba yung mga 1 year na experience ko?
Sure.
Ang dami ko sigurong na-experience sa 1 year na yun na parang yung mga insight ko in life parang pang 5 years
parang kailangan, ito talaga yung space for you to share
I think this is the start. But I feel like, I hope I resonated.
Of
like
course,
something like resonated
I know
to all
there's a
those.
lot of people who are going through the same thing as you do.
Yeah.
And in connection with that, what is your message to people who are going through heartbreaks right now? What do you want to say? Any words that will help them move from there?
It would be easier if you really just sit with your emotions. Because trying to avoid it and going to places, going away is not really away. It's just you're just trying to stop that sadness going to another place. But then when you come back, there's still sadness. So when you sit with the emotion and actually say, "Oh, I'm sad. This connection really hurt me. I really thought that this connection was it, but it's not. So I'm sad." You have to sit with it and feel the sadness actually. Like it's like sitting with it, because it's just like one big wave of emotions. Like it's just one big wave of like, okay, maybe it's also not linear. Sometimes, okay, you feel better and then you're sad again. There's no timeline. Like you could talk to that person for a week or like 2 weeks and then go through it for 3 months. That's your timeline.
Correct.
So I hope that people going through a heartbreak, this is a sign or like a click to just sit with it.
Yeah. And honor the emotions.
And
like
that's what you always say.
Yeah.
Na parang that's also what I learned like when we met.
And accepting that it is always what it is. Na if it's really meant for you, then it has to be meant for you. But if people are just there for a lesson, for you
For
to
a chapter.
for you to unlearn things that aren't working anymore, yun din yung part nila. So people come into our lives because they serve a purpose, a reason, and if they're really for you, they will stay, diba? As long as you don't lose yourself along with the curiosity. Yes, be curious, pero you also have to know and remember who you are. Kasi if you get lost in that curiosity, one day you will find yourself, parang hindi na ako to. And yun na, doon na ako papasok. Trabaho ko na yun. Thanks, guys. Patuloy nyo lang yan.
with that kasi, you're kind of like molding yourself into something
Correct.
that people would want.
Correct.
But how about molding yourself to what you want?
Yes. So you have to be careful with who you
Yan
allow
din.
in your space. Yeah.
Yan
Diba?
din.
It should be someone that empowers you, that parang, okay, I feel more of myself. Parang ganun. Rather than be in a relationship and overthinking, what's your next move, walking on eggshells, because it's like you're surviving in a relationship. So you'd rather be with the people that, same. Like you're having, like it's like you're having sex with a communication. Parang ganun. Like that level of, this is
Because you don't even have to explain.
Correct. Like energy. Like,
yeah, like sometimes, it's this, blah, blah, blah. You don't even have to explain because they just get it.
correct. And that's the best. Like me personally, now that I'm married to my best friend. And whenever I talk, when the first time that we talk, wala talaga like, oh my God, this is so orgasmic whenever we talk. Like
Because it's just like, right.
it's so like, this is it. Parang we don't need to do anything. We just really need to talk about life, celebrate life all together. And now that, we're 1 year married na, it's the best decision that I ever did, because in marriage as well, there's going to be a lot of hardship then, going through the ups and downs. Pero one thing I know for sure is that we go to the same place, that the reason why we got together is that connection with one another. And, don't get lost with the parang, kasi ito siya guwapo or ito siya ganito.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel safe with the relationship, then better don't. Like, you have to feel like your nervous system can sit down and like, and you can play. Like, that's that. If you feel like a child again in the relationship, you'd know na parang, okay, I feel like myself. I can express. I can be who I am. And I feel like that's the best kind of relationship that you can be in. Kasi in that way, you get to celebrate life together rather than drain each other because dapat dito ka or ganun. So, yeah, that's...
Like, I need this from you. You have to be this, like... Ganun.
Correct. So, that's what I really learned in a relationship. Next question.
I love it.
If there's a message that you want to say
To that heartbreak? Oh my God!
to that experience, to that
Okay.
person, what would it be? What would it be?
Okay, if there was, because my scenario is like when we bump into each other again, right, and actually see each other and actually talk and like say hi, would I be able to? And my answer is always like, I think yes. Like now, like with whatever I went through and like the pondering and like the thinking and stuff, I would say thank you. Because at that moment, that was what I needed. And at that moment, parang it was through him or like it was through that person that I actually realized what I truly needed. And what I needed, kasi at that time, I was in a phase like, I was trying to figure out na parang with my creativity, I wasn't doing my own writings anymore and like my own edits and stuff like for myself. Because it was just like when you're a creative, you always like do outputs like for everyone and stuff. But when I met him, it was then that I started writing more. And I feel like it's also a good thing for people to realize now when you get inspired because of a person, then do it, because that is really the art of like loving Olivia Dean. But like,
Yeah,
because,
I agree.
di ba, may mga people kasi na parang they tend to think na, oh, it's bad to like write about someone, or like it's bad to take inspiration because of what you're
it's an
feeling.
emotion. Yeah.
But sometimes it's so nice. All my writings, when I was like in that phase of like liking and like, you know, I was super happy, like lover girl phase, they were all like really inspired, and like I really knew how to channel it. Like I knew how to channel the emotion of like me liking and like channeling it through my creativity, and that is like really nice. But then when you feel that happy and then you express it, when you feel sad, you also have to express it.
That's yeah.
You have to hugot that emotion and express it somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. And I can really definitely resonate because I really like feeling a lot. Kaya feeling is such a superpower. Because the more that you can feel, the more that you can create. And diba, there are
Exactly.
so many arts let's say for example paintings that you can feel the emotions even if there are no words. It's just, oh, there's so much sadness in this one because all is energy. Diba? So the more that you feel, the more that you express through your art and what you're good at. And I love feeling. That's why I allow myself to experience so many things. Kasi through the experience, I get to feel again.
Kaya
and
nga.
through the feelings, I put it out there as a creative, diba? Because that's art. Yeah, I love what you said. You really wrote about it. You became inspired again. Yeah.
And then I remember kasi what he said. He said na, I hope you don't stop writing for yourself. And it really like, whoa, like it really hit me na,
So good.
imagine he saw that, like how I wrote and stuff na, parang he was super descriptive about it. Like he was like, you really write like this and it's so nice because mga ganon na, because he saw me in a different light. Then I saw myself.
Yeah.
In a different light also, in a good way, na parang, oo nga, no, I miss writing. So I wrote more because like, it was that like energy that was surrounding me that kept me inspired.
Yeah. And I'm grateful that he came into your life.
Yeah,
as well.
that's why. Thank you po.
And you allowed yourself, well, in bottom line, you allowed yourself to experience life. You didn't hold back. It's like,
that one.
it's presented, I just want to be present. And whatever the result is, I'm here. And you've been shining ever since. It's
Yeah,
been,
after
yeah, it's been painful. I know it was a very painful.
you saw me, yeah.
Painful process, and yet you were able to transmute that pain into something beautiful. And now you got the lesson. You keep on thriving and learning and experiencing.
And that's
that.
what I also like tell like the people, kasi I posted about it for the first time nga, like on TikTok, but then it's on private now, guys, kasi parang I think I'm not ready yet, but I will put it up once I'm ready. But I remember I posted about it like for the first time, about me, like first date update, blah blah blah, but it wasn't about him, like it was about me and what I'm feeling. And then I saw so many comments na, hala ate Shai, like you're navigating like relationships and stuff. But so it's also nice to have that type of conversation pala.
Of course, people need it right now, like relationships,
Right.
And people need wisdom from people who have gone through the worst, diba? Kasi it's not all the time that you get to experience this. It's not all the time na happy kayo. Like, what do you do when you fall? And I guess like those are the kind of conversation that needs to happen. And
That's true.
thus this podcast. And I hope you guys are learning a lot from this episode. Anyhow, Shai, is there anything else that you wish I would ask you regarding healing from heartbreaks that we haven't talked about? Something that you haven't said yet.
I feel like that was it. Because it was really through those heartbreaks that I really got to know myself. It's really different. Because like really friendships are different kasi like okay, it can be a standard to the relationships that you want. Because then if you treat your friends like that, and then you also treat yourself like that, if you kind of like how you talk to your friends or how you talk to other people and how you show your warmth or like your kindness, you have to also resonate it back to yourself. Because when you talk to yourself and like, hey, I'm actually capable of love, and I'm actually capable of this, and I'm actually capable to take care of people, then you can kind of embody it. And when you embody it, it just shows. And it attracts the right people.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I love that. Anything else that you want to say to everyone?
I feel like when you go through a breakthrough or when you go through something, there's always something after the heartbreak.
All the time.
All the time. And that's something, you have to also work on it eh.
Yeah.
Like, kasi sometimes when you're super heartbroken and like you don't know what to do, you go through the other side, which is, it's okay how to sit with your sadness and stuff. Ako, I remember when when I was heartbroken, oh my God, chocolates were my best friend. Crying was my best friend. Staying up to think was my best friend. Ganon.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's an honor. I mean, like, for me, like, it's not all the time that you get to experience it. And, you know,
Like sometimes you just want to be like in your pajamas, watch a very sad movie and just cry about the movie,
Yeah.
but actually you're crying because of like a guy.
yeah. Pero you know what? This
That's
might
just-
sound like a masochista, no? But, like, enjoy the feeling of,
Like-
the pain and the heartbreak that you get to experience there. Because no one, what I know about the lowest point of our life, or the pinaka breakdown or rock bottom, that no one can destroy you except you when you're at the rock bottom. So, it's just the beginning of something new. And to everybody who feels like
Yeah.
it is the end, it's never the end. It's just the beginning. In every heartbreak, there's always a lesson. In every heartbreak, there's always another person, that person waiting for you. And that person is who you are and who you're meant to be. So every heartbreak
I
is
love
a gift, because, you know, it is the duality of life, and you'll always experience it. If you don't allow yourself to experience it, wala talagang magbabago sa buhay mo.
It's
So,
gonna keep on repeating and repeating.
yes. So just learn the lesson, learn about boundaries, learn about it, or if you're not gonna learn about it, wala, nothing changes when nothing changes. So I hope, like, how Shai has done it, she has transmuted that heartbreak.
So now, guys, see, I'm like glowing. Like my my
Ay,
hair.
singgaday siya.
I mean, I cut my hair because of like that
God, I
that
used
heart.
to love my hair.
That's something in the air. So I actually, okay, if you wanna cut your hair because you're heartbroken, then do it, girl. It grows.
It's old energy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diba? Now it's like new.
Yeah. Fantasy. Anyway, guys, Shai, thank you so much for being
Of
here.
course.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom. It's been a beautiful conversation.
Yeah, I hope that resonated.
Yeah, and then please, where can they find you?
I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. My Instagram, I'm mostly active on TikTok. So my TikTok is shai.mov, shai.mov. And then my Instagram is SHShyYMB, Shyimb. You
Yes.
can find me there.
And she gives us the best preset. Kaya hilig ka siya mag...
Oh, so I also do like, because I really love creating my Instagram. So I made like filters for you guys. It's inspired when I went to Italy. So it's the Palermo preset and the aperitif. So aperitif is like, I also made like film-like preset. So you can check it out on my Instagram. Para if you want like curated, mga aesthetic. I'm always the aesthetic graph.
She's the girly pop, yeah.
Yeah. If you want mga Pinteresty,
Yeah, she's a girl.
like look at my outfit. It's like polka dots.
Bagay.
Oo.
Anything else? Anything that you were doing that you want to share with them? Anything that...
Oh, I also made an Italia photo book with Access Travel and Angeli Dub. So I lay out and like I made the cover and stuff, and
She's
it's
so
really
good.
and it's really something that I poured my heart out. It's like an output of
The heartbreak.
Pwede. It's like an output of like all the creativity that has been. When we traveled to Italy, we kind of like poured all our creativity
Ang
in
galing.
that like
Ang galing mo talaga.
collection.
Ang galing mo talaga. Ang galing
And
it. That's
maybe the next episode is about creativity and like
100%.
you know, diba? Why not?
Yeah.
If you guys want to know more about like my craft and creativity, then like let me know, because let's do another session.
Yeah,
I'm
to
up
balik
for
ka
that.
Manila.
Oh.
Anyway, I guess that is it for
Yes.
today. Thank you so much, Shai, for being here. It's an honor, and I hope you learned a lot. Please feel free to send us a message, send Shai a message if you
Yes,
resonate.
I always reply.
Yeah,
That's my thing.
And yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.